Hey guys, what's up, man? This is Kanal. I'm here at the All for the Culture Studios today, man. We're starting a new little thing, man, like a new little show on the channel. It's like the All for the Culture News. Got a couple of homies in the building tonight, just hanging out, doing some activities, smoking, drinking. So anyways, reporting on some news today. So, there was one thing that I saw on Twitter, I don't know, this past week, and I started doing research on the kid, and it just sparked my attention, this kid, Kezo Brown from Chicago, this kid, man, he, from what I understand, he comes from 069, he comes from, in Chicago, he comes from 69th Street, and, HMG, which I believe stands for Harvard Money Gang. It's, because he's from 69th and Harvard. That's what he has on his, Twitter and, or Instagram. I'm sorry, I apologize. So, the story about this kid, man, is he's an amazing basketball player, and he entered in his freshman year at Simeon. Now, Simeon is the Chicago powerhouse that produced Derrick Rose and Jabari Parker, among others. So, he entered in his freshman season, and he killed it. He was amazing. He came in and was, I believed he was, he got a lot of accolades his first year, and even despite that, his sophomore year, he had to sit out due to some health issues, and no, I don't think he ever said what the health issues were that time, but he sat out most of his sophomore season, came back his junior season and dominated, and led the team to the Simeon City title, and he scored 26 points and led the Wolverines, the Simeon Wolverines, to a 68-64 victory over Morgan Park, and so then they started seeing a change into him during the school's run for the state championship, and that's when people started to see this change. And now it's recently come out where, this thing took another weird twist where he is now currently in a psychiatric hospital, man. And, it is possible that he will miss the upcoming season. And I'm just wondering, it has to be something really, really serious for his parents to say, no, you got, I imagine it's life-threatening because, whatever problem he does have is going to maybe interfere with his ability to get to the NBA. Now, mind you, Allen Iverson sat a lot of his senior year out with that charge that he got a long time ago when he was in high school, and he was still able to make it to the NBA. So, I definitely still think it's possible, but his father said, I don't know if he will come back and play this year. This is heartbreaking. I don't want my son to have to go through this. I don't want to lose my son. It's rough here in Chicago. And what he's meaning by that is, it looks like this kid is really having an issue with the streets, and it looks like to me, it seems like a tug of war, man, that he's going, to the streets, and he's the basketball, to the streets, to the basketball. And, that's what it seems like me, they said that, Brown wasn't quite himself during Simeon's run to the Class 4A state championship game. And the team knew something was wrong to him, and he was forgetting his assignments, and, he injured his ankle in May, and instead of playing in the summer basketball circuit, he had to watch his peers. And, why I was talking about the gangs was in the article, Brown's father stated that, that Brown started telling people that he was finished with basketball, began posting gang-related images on his social media accounts, and his father had to come out and say, Kezo is not in the gang, but he's going through a situation where he's hollering out for help, Brown Sr. said. He's not in the gang, but in his mind, I think he is. He hardly even goes outside. We don't let him outside. Now, let's just focus on that one sentence for a second. That's sad that, they don't let him outside. I mean, that's crazy. As a high schooler, you can't, your father's saying that, and I don't know what that means, if it's a little bit or a lot, but just the fact that his father is saying that is kind of, shitty in itself. But, the hollering out for help thing, I imagine that, the man might be a little confused, and I don't mean that in an insulting way. I mean, he might be confused about what kind of life he wants to live. He's probably around some people that are doing some of the wrong things and doesn't realize that he's doing the right things and he can progress, and he's getting pulled back by those people. And it's just like, you know, when you get around someone, when you get around the round crowd, your parents are going to try to pull you out if you got some good parents, like it seems like he does. So you know, I believe that they're trying to get this kid out of trouble and get him away from any bad stuff, and get his mind cleared up. And you know, I believe that it's very serious for them to have to pull him out like this. But I think it's gonna be for his betterment, man. And I hope he can come back and really, you know, do some stuff and maybe make it to the NBA and you know, help out Chicago and really be you know, if he can overcome this, I foresee him being something of like a motivational figure, and him being able to, you know, reach a lot of kids and say, look, I went through that struggle and it was something real. Because remember, he's dropping out his senior season, so he know he's putting a lot in jeopardy. This is no publicity stunt, nothing to look cool. This is for real. And he could tell people, look, I went through it. I went through the grapple of the streets pulling me in, but then I'm trying to do the right thing. And, you know, I hope he gets it together, man. And I hope he can get back on the court, man, and really pursue his dream and really utilize his talent. You know, his dean has even come out and said that, you know, it's just so much to handle. And he said, you know, I remember talking to Derrick Rose and telling him that, I don't know, he handled it all. So, you know, even the dean has spoke. A lot of people know this kid, and now there's this new challenge on Twitter called the Kezo Brown Challenge. And I believe that it is motivating him to, it's like a motivation challenge to try to get him back out there. I believe he is having to rehab right now as well, like physically. So, you know, we're hoping that he gets better. We're hoping that he's able to get back on the court, you know. I heard about this story, and it might be a little old. I don't know, you know, but I felt like I had to report on it. I mean, it's a crazy story, and I hope it can turn out to one day we say it's an incredible story and it's an amazing story. But yeah, man, that's all I have to really say on that. I do hope the guy gets it together. This is the problem with the streets, and this is the problem with Chicago as well, and just anywhere, is that the allure of that money and what your friends are doing and what your friends think of you, and especially the ones you live around. It can be rough, you know. I don't know about the streets in particular in that sense, but I do know, you know, we all go through that at times where our friends judge us for things and look at us away, and we want to fit in with everybody, and I can understand that it's more difficult or more stronger of a attraction when you're able to see fast money and you know, things like that and riches from it that you can obtain from the street. You're gonna get sucked in, and you're gonna have this back and forth seesaw. I get that, and I hope he gets his help, and I hope he can make it out, because you know, it'd be something special, and it'd be a great story. And I hope to talk to the young man one day, and you know, I hope he gets well, and I hope he gets back on the court, man. Salute to you, man. Hope you're doing well. We out, man. You could check everything out, man. We about to redo the website and everything, so y'all don't, like, you know, the website's kind of like, I'm not really messing with it right now, but I'm about to redo it. It's www.all4theculture.com. You can check us out at All for the Culture Show on Instagram, at Hip Hop Handicap on Instagram, and you can follow at Hip Hop Handicap on Twitter, y'all. And you know, I'm starting to work with some talent here in Houston. So, you know, we got a young producer underneath us. His name is Trauma Beats. Y'all can follow him at TRAUMABEATZ_. He's got some fire, you know, work with guys like King Yella and Black Youngsta and FBG Brick, Tech and Main Music, Trey the Truth from Houston. So, you know, any indie rappers out there want some beats, man, let me know. I got y'all. We out.